This is another moment where we want to be careful with mashing. Otherwise, this cutscene going up the vine will be unskippable. So, what you want to do is you want to wait for Arbo, and you want to wait for the text Suis-moi before you skip. I forget what it is in other languages, but you want to wait essentially for the text to display a little bit. And then after that text, then you can skip. And then you want to wait for the leaf to be going directly to the right. So, I'll show that off now. So, the text, and then the leaf wants to go immediately to the right. Like that. If you spam mash there, you won't be able to skip the cutscene. Don't know why it happens, but that's what you gotta do. To start the level, you'll want to roll to the pulley, and then past the lift gate, and then hug the right side. So just roll completely straight. Roll the pulley. Oh, that was a weird effect. And you'll want to hug the right side, kill this first spearman, and you want to ideally hug this right side, because that generally will manipulate that, what is that enemy called? I wanted to show this off correctly. The Blade Witch, that's what it's called. Also, a note, when you're in the chapter select menu, I guess this could have gone under general notes, but I'll include it here anyway. You can either, hold a direction. You can also press it to go a little bit quicker. You can also alternate between the D-pad and the nunchuck to go faster than that. So if you do both at once, that's the fastest form of menu navigation. So, just a little tidbit for, IL practice or something that we might encounter later in the run. Like that. And then after you kill the Blade Witch, then you'll want to kill the first one. But yeah, if it moves away, you just want to kill it as soon as it becomes no longer immune. And if it's immune, then you can kill the other Drow Spearman first. After that, you'll want to bounce up the pad and spam regular attacks to kill the Corn Hornet and the 2 Drow Spearmen. So spam regular attacks to kill them all. I don't know why that's so far. Something to note about this upcoming Monster Gate is it's dependent, obviously, on killing the enemies, but also you need to stand in a pretty specific position. I guess it's not super specific, but you need to stand at some point during the combat in this, we'll call it the back area. This way the gate will actually close. So if you're standing here doing the combat, you should be fine. But if you come up here and kill the enemies up here, and you only come up here during the entire combat, the gate will sometimes just not close. Or, not open, rather. If that happens, you just need to stand somewhere back here. I don't know the exact positioning of it, but it's in this area, and that'll make it open consistently. You just want to roll along this path, roll underneath that Drow Spearman, you don't kill those enemies. Pull the pulley, and you can roll through these barrels, your roll will destroy it. Come down first, kill those Drow Spearmen, and then come back to the top to kill the rest. You roll up to this pulley, activate it, and you'll wait for the platform to raise you to the next section. Something that you can do after activating the pulley in this area is if you buffer holding up and Z, so buffering an up roll when you activate the pulley, after the cutscene, it'll actually give you a backwards roll after the cutscene is over, so it just positions yourself a little bit easier. So you can roll up to the pulley. As you can see, I was holding up there, but I actually got a backwards roll. Granted, it doesn't really matter, because you just need to get to this platform in time, but it's just a nice little aid if you need it. This is just a quick correction. So I say that this is the only instance of the elemental zone in the run. This is not true. There are other life elemental zones in the run. However, this is the only instance where you actually need to keep track of your position in order to make use of it, because the other areas are all forced upon you. So you still need to level up your elemental power heroic. So you can't skip that. Just be careful about your position here. Now a note. So this is the only instance of the run where the elemental power actually makes a difference. So right now we have the life elemental power, meaning that we get a damage boost. But it's only in this section that we're in right now, sort of on this bridge that you'll see in a moment. So what you want to do is you want to, rather than immediately rolling into the next section, you want to walk so that you preserve your life elemental zone in this area to kill the first 2 Drow Spearmen. If you roll too fast, you'll activate the air elemental zone, and then it'll take longer to kill them. So I want to walk here and kill them just by walking, staying on that wooden plank. And you can see now I'm in the air elemental zone. So I walk to kill them quicker, and then I can go into this next section. Then what you'll want to do is roll to kill the life spell punk first. And this is because it can, boost up the other enemies. And then after that, you'll want to just continuously standard attack on the rest of the enemies, starting with the top left Drow Spearman, and then work your way kind of circling around such that the others get grouped together, so you get a faster kill. So I'm killing the life spell punk. I'm gonna kill this top Drow Spearman. That guy didn't come out to play, but these other 2 did get grouped together. So that's what you want to do. You want to roll to the bounce pads and use your B attack to fling you in the direction that you go. Then you just want to roll down this wooden walkway. This wall doesn't matter. Hug the left side of that wall so that during the cutscene you roll through the enemies and can get to the next section a little bit easier. Activate the pulley and then cross the bridge. Now a note before crossing sort of this moving bridge. If you can get here in the time that I did, so as in you beat sort of the floor spikes, you rolled over here before they came up. If you get here early enough, what you want to do is you want to stay on the right side, so not on the bridge, and you want to wait to roll onto it once the timer reaches a bit after 4 seconds. So my visual cue, you'll have to look at the clock, kind of in the top left corner, just kind of re-indicating where it was. You want to look at the clock, specifically the fast hand will be facing down when it's at about 4 seconds. So I would pause the video and kind of watch the timer to see when I do my rollout. That's sort of the visual cue that I use. And the reason for this is to manipulate the camera to not immediately load the next set of floor spikes. And by doing this, you get a more favorable pattern so that you only get hit once and you won't get blocked really at all for the next section. So it lines up basically perfectly. In the event that you do get delayed by the floor spikes, just immediately go on the bridge, and then you should be on roughly the same cycle. So at 4 seconds facing down, I roll over. And then you can see, as I get over here, the spike's lower. I get hit once, maybe twice. I can roll over to this pulley and roll back, no problem. And that is a consistent pattern. You'll roll over to the corn points to kill them first, and then you'll kill the 2 blade witches and make your way there. You want to kill that, what is that called? The Blitzer Bully. You just want to spam standard attacks into it because it takes up a lot of space and you generally can't get around the bridge without killing it. If it happens to let you by, that's perfect. But it's unlikely, and you just want to kill it most of the time. So after killing the Blitzer Bully, you want to rotate the crystal twice, ensuring that, like most activation-based objects, you get a rollout on the sort of final interaction with it so that you get closer to the next place. I guess, sort of align better. So I did one rotation. I want to do the second as I'm rolling away towards this crystal. So with this crystal push, if you manage to get a snapback on the second push, you actually can get 2 rolls instead of just 1. So if you're able to time it correctly, you're able to get 2 there to get yourself slightly closer to where you'd be rolling in the next section. But if you only get 1, you'll be probably around here. So it's not a huge deal if you miss it, but if you do get the snapback, it is slightly more favorable than others. After that, you'll just walk along the ramp, kill the right pair of enemies first, then the left. And then kill the 2 Blade Witches. Just kind of have to wait here for the Blitzer Bullies to come down. Nothing you can really do, just gotta wait. And you only need to kill the Blitzer Bullies, so you do not need to kill the other enemies. I did not mean to press A there. But that is the end of Chapter 10.
Les Skylanders liés à l'air sont plus puissants ici.